Alright, good. Good afternoon, my fellow friends. This is Red Sea of Red Sea Gaming, and this is my new thing. Give me a second. Yeah, just making sure the quality is good. I got work to do. Like today, I'm gonna be working on producing the resources I need to make this build a lot better than it is. Okay, let's see. I need lots of stone brick to produce and actually finally finish this room right here. It's gonna take a lot of time and effort. Alright, I'm gonna get to work on my Minecraft build, so I need to start producing resources. I used up a ton of resources last time, so I I need to make sure I actually have the resources to continue. Here we go. Yeah, looks like there's a small glitch. In order for me to fix it, I have to remove the chest and put it back. Alright, good. I gotta fix this one. And this one. I noticed there's been a bit of a glitch where where a double chest will become two chests. You just need to remove the chests and put them back. Alright, now I can go get more stone brick. Hi, hey Lava. How you doing, buddy? How was your Christmas? Nice. Very nice. Like, when I'm doing streams, Lava, I like to do stuff alone, but just don't worry. You'll be on here eventually, alright? If you're watching this on your phone, that'd be great, and you can just listen to that while you're helping Special. That'd be wonderful. Right now, I'm just, it's resource day. I have to start mass producing stone brick. Like, I used up a bunch of it last time, so that means I need more. And, of course, my machine got upgraded. Alright, but I might do this for 3 to 5 hours. You tell them that, please. Like, my YouTube channel is growing. It's 179, and I'm hoping to make it bigger. Thanks to BroDude235, he managed to upgrade my machine. Now I can put 5 double chests worth of materials in the hopper for the machine. Check this out, Lava. This is the new machine. Like, as soon as I put the materials down, it'll go down into here. It's a big machine now. I need to make sure there's plenty of coal so that thing can start smelting like crazy. Hi, I'm Canadian. How's it going? Good afternoon to you, buddy. Like, I have some work to do. I did tell people that I hope to have the Pillared Hall finished by August, so I need to get started now. Don't worry, I am going to get back to Red Dead Online soon. I'm just really busy here. I'm Canadian. If you can recall, I used 300 stacks of stone bricks. So right now I'm afraid of having a shortage. So I'm trying to produce the stone brick I need to replenish what I used up last time. And I also figured out a faster way of taking out the water lava. It's fast. I did not unfriend you. I did not unfriend you, M. Canadian. Why would I do that? Like, I've been very busy, so I did not unfriend you, M. Canadian. I'll probably have to double check later, alright? I don't unfriend people unless they're really mean. I don't know either. Probably a glitch. What do you think of how much cobblestone is going in this machine? I am almost done filling it up. Like, at some point, I'm Canadian, but not now. It will happen, just I need to work on my channel. It doesn't benefit me to be on his server. And of course, I don't like being micromanaged. That's just my honest opinion there, but don't worry. Just don't worry. I will play with him at go on his world at some point. Just I'm very busy with my world. Here we go. Man, this is gonna be fully full. Let's see, is the light on? If the light is on, that means this thing... Hey Douglas, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the stream, buddy. So, how was your Christmas, Douglas? So, alright, right now I'm working on mass-producing my stone brick. Look how much cobblestone I have in the machine. I just placed them in the hoppers. This is the hoppers. Look at this. I need stone bricks, so here we go. All this is going to go right into the machine. It just takes a little bit because, look, as it goes down, you see those hoppers right there? It'll go through the hoppers, it'll go all the way down, it'll go across into those chests right there. Into those chests right there, and then it'll go into the machine, and it'll be processed. I can tell it's on if this light is on right here. Right now the light is off because it needs fuel. So I need to get some fuel. I have coal already stockpiled and ready. Alright, I'm just producing them from coal blocks. They're a lot easier to transport. Alright, expect the frame rate to go down because when this thing, when this machine activates, the frame rate actually does start to take a hit. Here we go. This thing is about to activate. This light will turn on eventually. This light tells me the machine is on and it doesn't need any more fuel. So what'd you get for Christmas, Douglas? Without the stone brick, I cannot continue construction, so I need to do this now. Like, it gets to the point where I'm actually afraid of running out of stone brick. Ooh, very nice, Douglas. Like, that's great. Like, I'm just, alright, let's see. I need more. Yeah, a new headset is always good. Ooh, VR. I was hoping to get one for Christmas, but, in a second, I'm going to show you what I got for Christmas. Just give me a second. Alright. I think one chest is good enough for the machine. Alright, I gotta see if the machine is on, so I have to go right into the machine room. Alright, the machine is active. Oh, very cool. Alright, here we go. As you can see, the stone is going right into the hoppers. I got 3 new video games for Christmas. God of War, the new God of War that came out this year, and Red Dead Redemption 2. I did a stream of the online component yesterday. And also I went to the trouble of also I got the game Surge, which is which is a Dark Souls like game, and I actually tried the demo a year ago. I really wanted to play it from beginning to end, but it was a demo, and my parents got that for me for Christmas. Very nice. And also they got me enough candy to sink a ship. They always get me more candy. Alright, machine is active. I have to fix this. Yep. I better see if all the other chests are doing this, because I need both chests to work. Oh, awesome. Awesome, Douglas. I'm just, yeah, I used to be a fan of Call of Duty, to be honest with you, but I sort of, stopped buying them after Modern Warfare 3, which came out in 2012. Still a good game series, but just not my cup of tea today. But if you enjoy it, I respect you for it. Like, I'm nice about it. Like, I know nothing can beat good old-fashioned Call of Duty gameplay. You still, I mean, just... Alright, let's see how much stone brick I've used up. Cobblestone. Need to make sure this thing is fully active. Hey Douglas, you still here? I want to show you what I've already been... what I already finished before I stopped streaming. Alright, now that the machine is active, I can get back to work. If you're... Alright, good. But it just tells me there's only one person watching. Yeah, don't worry. That happens. It's a small glitch where it'll actually reduce, so sometimes I won't even know who's watching. Don't worry. Alright, let me just show you what's already been done. Like, it just, it's a slow process from beginning to end. Now it's getting to the point where this thing is getting so large, it's hard for me to get from point A to point B. I will be done with this when it once I get past the mansion, another 300 blocks, and then I'll be able to start work on the actual city. As you can see, I worked really hard to get to where it is right here. What do you think? Yeah. Yep, I took out this entire ocean, part of the ocean right here, and now I just need to start taking out the ocean right here. I figured out an easy, Douglas, I figured out an easy technique to take out water very quickly. If you want to find out how, I'm going to probably work on it right now. Just watch and learn so you can do it yourself. Alright, just one second. Let me just grab some dirt. First, thing you must do before you start taking out a part of the ocean, you don't need to do sand like I usually do. Like, I figured out you just need dirt. First, you grab the dirt. And, of course, the objective is to take it out one layer at a time. I mean 2 layers at a time, like, Meanwhile, while I'm doing this, my automatic stone making machine is actually working as I'm over here. Isn't that amazing? I don't have to be in the room while it's mass producing stone brick. I don't need to take out any of this. Look, this stays. This goes. So, what you need to do, just go 2 blocks at a time. You can go 3 if you want, but I say it's a lot easier if you do it 2. Yeah, if you do it like this, like, if you start taking it out 2 blocks at a time, the water will start getting more shallow, and you'll be able to take it out a lot faster. Just like you make an underground house, you actually fill it up with dirt, but except you're filling it up in a way, that way you can do this. Yeah, but the problem is a lot of kids nowadays, Douglas, expect instant gratification, and a lot of them fail to follow orders. So it's a lot easier if I do it myself. It's not that I don't trust people. It's mainly because they might do it wrong, and I can't be there. I mean, I work very quick, but I just get really aggravated when I have to stop every 5 seconds to explain to somebody what he has to do, because a lot of them don't have the patience to do what I do, which is to build a long-term. Yeah, my friends, they're not interested in helping me. Like, of course, I do have a few friends. I do, but they're all focused on their builds. So I have no choice but to work on mine. Like, just check this out. Like, this is the easiest way to take out ocean. Like, take it out one layer at a time. I just have to be careful as I advance, otherwise the water will come out. Alright. And as soon as I get the dirt to over there, Douglas, I can start taking out this dirt, and the water will be more shallow, and I'll be able to get it down. I don't need to take out the ocean entirely. I just need to get it down to there, right there. And I can just put it in dirt for the last of it. Like, look, as I expand, I do this. As I expand outward, I just need to make sure. If it's shallow, I don't need to go to the trouble of doing that. So the problem is nowadays, Douglas, that we live in a world of instant gratification, where basically me building this huge build in survival has taken a long time. But a lot of kids nowadays want it to be done quick, like this. I'm taking my time with it because probably in 3 years' time, when this thing is finished, it will be amazing. What do you think? Like, of course, I have to build it mostly by myself. A lot of them are not interested until I'm done with the pillared hall. And a lot of them don't even want to help me with the pillared hall. They want to build the buildings, but I can't let them do that until I have the pillared hall finished. You understand, right, Douglas? And probably be great if I had some people. If I could clone myself into 7 people, I'd probably have a lot of this finished in no time. I gotta get me a shovel if I am to work on this more. Yeah. Like, a lot of them don't even have the patience that I do to build large builds like this. I've seen some videos of people who put like years into building a survival build, but they had their friends helping them, so they can't really take credit for the whole thing. I put 90% of the work in myself for this server. And as you can see, I've gotten, at one point this was all ocean right here. And who got rid of the ocean? I did. Of course, I had a few people help, but they would only come on certain days. But 95% of the time I'm working here by myself. Taking out an ocean by just using normal dirt is so easy. Alright. Take it out one section at a time. But by the time I have this finished in the 3rd year, that's when you're going to start seeing people turn their heads, because what they see here is a build that is going to take a long time to build. And it's going to take a long time because this is my long-term survival mode. And so basically, when people won't be excited about it until it's 70% done. Right now I'm about 25% done. Like, I've seen some YouTubers that actually just rush their project by making it super small. It's okay. It's okay. I'll go a little slower. Oh yeah. Yeah, it happens. Okay. I gotta go get me a shovel. Big build demands more time. At least I have a way up just in case I fall. Alright. I remember putting shovels in the chest over here. Axe. Diamond axe. Oh, there they are. And I have the map in my left hand so people can actually see how big this build is while I'm working on it. Very soon I'll be putting grass on a lot of it, so it'll eventually blend in with the landscape. And it'll be a wonderful city when I start building it. This is a fast process, but it is kind of slow if you don't know what you're doing. I had to do a lot of research in order to do this, or a lot of testing in order to figure out how to do all of this. Like how to do it all in survival without making yourself regret your life decisions. This is also a way of making sure I have extra dirt to continue. Because as soon as I'm done taking out the water, I have to deal with all this. I have to take out all of this surrounding the mansion before I can start tearing it down. I'm actually liking this because of how easy it is to take it out. I think this will be my my superior method of taking out water. I originally started doing it with just sand, where you would actually drop it until it reaches the bottom. It's a slow process, and also it costs a lot of sand. You run out of sand quick. And also, I'm archiving every single Minecraft stream. That way, people will be able to watch these years from now, so they know where this thing was at this particular moment. In 10 minutes, I have to drop everything and go and check on my machine, make sure it's still running nicely. I hoped so too, Douglas, but until I get there, can you tell your friends about me if they're that would actually help me get there faster, alright? Because you're a good friend, Douglas. Thank you very much for being here. Alright, thank you. I'm working on this. Of course, tomorrow I intend to do another live stream of Red Dead Online, but I decided to take Saturday for me to work on my Minecraft build. I work really hard on this build when I do commit. Alright, I'm just going to use up all the dirt until I have nothing left. Just taking out water is the slowest process, mainly because you have to make sure you do it right, otherwise you might accidentally flood your build. Like, I have to take out all of this, then slowly but surely take out all of this. Determination. At some point, I might have to start looking for people to help me out and see if I can find someone who matches my own talent. Someone who is willing to actually help me take out all this. But the problem is, basically, I'm doing what Pixar does. If you Douglas, where they actually spend 2 years just writing the story before they even start making the movie. Like we got Toy Story that had 4 years in production. That first 2 years was just trying to figure out the story. Basically, what I'm trying to do here is just building the foundations of the city before I start building it, and then the last 2 years should be easy rolling after that, and I can start building the actual city for the next 2 years after I'm done with the actual foundations of the city. It's going to be a slow process, but at least people will be able to watch these streams and realize, wow, this guy actually went to the trouble of building the foundations before actually building the city. Like, I'm trying to do something completely different. Like, build it from beginning to end. Start with an idea. It will work. Yeah, if it's close to the mountain, I can just do that. How many blocks is this if I were to fill it in all the way? Alright. Basically, I feel like I'm building an empire as I'm building this, Douglas. Thank you. Just think of this, Douglas. If people say the build doesn't look good, you can say it took the Egyptians 20 years to make the Great Pyramid at Giza. 20 years. So, like, and I'm like, the Great Pyramid of Giza taking that long to build, I don't see how it's an impossible. I mean, some people will look at this build and say it's ugly, but they don't realize that this is a very unfinished build. It's far from complete. Like, this build is getting so huge that it's going to take me a long time to finish. But don't worry, as soon as I'm past the mansion, that's when I'm going to start finishing up on the pillared hall. Be like, okay, this is as big as I can go. Without, because basically what stops me from making a big build is logistics. If it's hard, if it gets really, really hard to get resources from one area to the next, I'm going to have to put temporary train tracks down when this thing gets really big. What do you think? Temporary minecarts, just to ship materials back and forth. What do you think? I might have to do that, and also, if I want to finish the northern HQ up north, I'm gonna have to start mass producing obsidian. Just realizing that I need a lot of obsidian if I want to finish that. One second, let me just finish that. Then I'm gonna go and I should get my bed closer. Alright, I'm going to go check on my machine and make sure it's still going. Because I'm really, really far away from it, and it could render out. Which means all those materials would not be processing. It's to make sure. I'm going to have to go get some train tracks. And start making logistics lines. That way I can actually move materials back and forth. Logistics is the art of moving materials from one area to the next, if you're curious. Logistics can make or break your build. Because if it gets really, really hard to transport materials, then it makes building this build a nightmare. Awesome. This thing is still operational. Alright, the light still isn't on. How this machine works is, alright, good. But look at this. As you can see here, we got the hoppers. Like I showed you before, it goes down into those chests right there, and it'll slowly but surely go through those furnaces. Yeah, I'm gonna start making logistics tracks. That way I can actually get to where I need to go quickly. Okay, I got plenty of iron to build what I need. And of course, these logistics lines will be torn down when I'm done building the build. I need sticks. Alright. So, what do you think of, what do you think this build will look like when it's finished, Douglas? Like, once it's January, which is 2 days from now, it'll be 14 months of work. Yeah, 14 months, and I'm trying to do a lot of this as quickly as possible. It's just basically, I like the idea of being the underdog. Like, they don't expect me to build something great by myself, but as you can see, I've already built a huge area. Alright, now I need a crafting box. Let's start making some rails. Yep. Basically, this is just so I can get there as quickly as possible because of how big the build is getting. Desperate measures. I just need it to go straight. I'll do power rails later, but right now I'm just, this is a temporary solution. I notice your tram car will go fast if you just make it a straight line. You'll go fast. Alright, I need more. Yep. I need more. Just think, look, I just used up 83 rail tracks. Now you have an idea how big this is. How big this build is. Another 48. I just needed to get to one side and the other. And you want to know, I feel like I'm at war with the land as I'm building this. I just need to get it as far as possible. Alright, I think that's the closest we can get. Wow. Look how long this is. Alright, now I gotta see how fast it is. Here's a test. Alright. I need power rails. Make this a little faster, right? Also, I would, yeah, I know. Oh, just so you know, you're actually the only one watching. Because I got this just so I can check quality. That way I can make sure the stream is good. Because sometimes I'll be doing the stream and I'll be blind if there's a problem. Alright, good. Alright, I'm gonna go check these chests and see if I have any power rails in here. If there are power rails, I'll use them. Don't worry. Yeah, it says 2 because it counts. But let's just say this, I'm trying to make sure. But just think of it like this, Douglas. Eventually, I won't need to do this anymore. I won't need to use the phone anymore. Just because I need to make sure that the quality's good. Because I had this one problem, Douglas, last year, where the thing would, my entire stream would actually go black, as in black screen. And it wouldn't do its thing where it wouldn't show anybody, so I need to make sure that it's still showing people. That's why I have to look over there every few minutes, make sure it's all good. Don't worry. It doesn't actually add up to my overall watch minutes. It's just there for quality concerns. Don't worry, other people, if I get more than one person watching, then I know people are watching. It's actually a good way of telling. Alright, now that I have power rails activated, let's see how fast this is now. I need to make more red torches, but this is good enough for now. Alright, good. Now that's faster. You want to know why I'll need this tram car later? This tram car, I'm going to actually make tram cars with chests in them so I can move materials back and forth. If I have 3 tram cars, I can move 3 tram cars. And that's fine, because I don't really know where you live, and I don't want to find out. So, but look, as you can see here, I'm going to put 2 or maybe 3 tram cars with chests in them. That way I can take the materials out of those chests right there and move them back and forth. That way it'll be a lot faster than actually walking. And of course I can only take in so much in my inventory, so it's going to be great. Logistics lines are essential. Alright, I'm gonna go get more I'm gonna go get more redstone so I can actually get more power rails down, because it's important. Finding out that this thing is big. I actually did a measurement a couple months ago at this build's widest. It is 600 blocks long and 800 blocks wide at its widest. So basically, this is going to be a big build when it's finished. And I'll be able to build hundreds of buildings in this city when I start building it. What do you think? Hundreds. And of course, I gotta design. The reason why I needed to finish everything, I have to build roads. I gotta build roadways, parks, and other stuff. It's fine, Douglas. I like a good joke now and then, alright? Like, if you were 50, I'd be shocked. But alright. Alright, good. Look at this. Look how much redstone I have. I have a whole block. Alright, what else? Oh yes, I need wood. And extra power rails, just in case. Whatever you do not put power rails back to back, because that might slow down the server. You mess with redstone too much on a big build like this, it could really mess up the server. Just to be safe, I'm going to save the game before I attempt to finish this tramway. Temporary tramway. It's better safe than sorry. Because my worst fear is actually having this build corrupt because of how much content is in the world. So I'm trying to build it as carefully as possible. This is a big experimental build. I want to build the largest build in survival. Lots of people resort to doing host privileges where they'll actually where they'll just say they built it in survival, but they actually had host privileges activated, which means they could easily turn to create mode at any time. So basically, I have no host privileges on at all. So it's more just to challenge myself. What's the point of building if there's no challenge? Alright. But of course, this would be a nightmare to someone who's addicted to the host privileges in this game. You know, power. Like, of course, have people ever heard of the old saying, power corrupts? Ultimate power corrupts, absolutely. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get better torches out here so I can actually see what I'm doing at night. Alright. Alright, I think that's good enough for now. So I'm gonna go get some torches. I gotta light this all up. Because, who knows, I might want to kill some monsters in easy mode, that way or hard mode, that way I can get materials I need, so I'll need to light this all up. Alright, at least the tramway, what do you think? Now it's a faster way of getting across. Like, as I get the build to be bigger, I'm gonna have to add more materials to it so it gets a lot bigger. which is gonna actually bankrupt me, which is one thing. Alright, no sneezing. Yeah. Alright, now need... What was I gonna do? Oh yeah. Torches. Torches. And I remember putting some torches either in here. Nope. Hi, I'm Canadian. Welcome back. I'm trying to find some extra torches. That way I don't have to make any extra. Alright. Oh, cool. So you're not actually griefing somebody? Like, that's good. Because if you grief, I'm sorry, you can't go on this world. Alright, good. Alright, don't worry. Alright. I'm Canadian. What you missed was I'm actually building a temporary logistics tramway. So that way I can get from one side of the construction site to the other because of how big it's getting. Alright, I'm Canadian. Thank you very much for coming. And hi to yourself. Just working hard. Yep. See you, buddy. Alright. He was on my stream yesterday, Douglas. He did a good job. Yeah, as you can see, temporary construction tramway. Due to the huge size of the build. Yeah. Don't worry, Douglas, I'm not accusing you of anything. I'm just saying that, like, that's one of the main reasons why I don't let people in my world willy-nilly. Mainly because I'm afraid of people griefing my build. Like, like a perfect world would be I'd be able to let people into this world without fear of them, you know, just for the fun of it, blowing stuff up. Alright, the tram works. Oh no, 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 no. Alright, at least the tram works, and I'll be able to transport materials by making more tram cars. What do you think, Douglas? Just look at all this. I got all this. I got all these materials to move, and it's gonna take a while if I do it all by just running back and forth. Yeah, it's gonna take a while because of how much materials is here. So the tram car is gonna be essential. To move stuff. One moment. I'll just need to make more tram cars, and then as soon as I make them, I can start making chest mine cars and start transporting them back and forth. Temporarily, I have to build these so when it's dark And yeah, I'm not good at redstone either, but I know how to use it for tram cars. That's about it. So we're both on the same page on that one. But as you can see, this is how what the wall will look like when it's finished. And then you go like this. All this has to be filled in. As you can see, this is the old tram car lane that actually used to go all the way to the end portal. As soon as I get here, this is when I'm going to be tearing down a whole bunch of it. It's no longer needed. And of course, everything beyond here, I'm going to show you where I'm going to be ending the construction of the pillared hall when I get there. I have to go along this trail that a friend built months ago. Everything you see will be leveled. All the trees will be cut down, and since I know how to take out the water, this will be a snap to take care of right here. Except it'll just take a lot of time, and I'm going to be doing it all live on my YouTube channel for you to watch. That way I have absolute proof. And look, this is where it will end. Right here. It'll just take a while for me to get here, that's all. It'll end right at this ocean, right here. And then I'll just, I'm just trying to figure out where I am on the map. Oh, there I am. And look, as I go, everything here will be leveled. It'll go straight across. Actually, it'll go straight across. It'll go right here. It'll continue along this route. The pillared hall will expand. It'll go straight ahead. And as soon as I get here, I'll be able to make this another part of the Harbor District. There's going to be two districts with this city. The Harbor District and the Inner City District. And then you don't need proof for what? I was just showing you what I'm planning. That way you're on the same page, alright? But what do you think? I'm going to be building a lot of this live on YouTube. So think of it, in the next 3 years, probably this build is going to be finished. 3 years. It'll just take time. And hopefully when the PlayStation 5 comes out, I'll be able to transfer this save over to the PlayStation 5. That way I can continue. Look, it's not that far from the mansion. I just need to get past the mansion and all this, and then it's done. The pillared hall will be finished. So, I'm not asking for the moon. I'm not asking to fill up the whole map. I'm gonna fill up only to a certain point, and then the actual city will begin. This has just been my dream. I want to build the. I built a huge sand palace in one of my earlier builds. That got me into building long-term survival builds. I put 6 months into it, and somebody griefed it, and I switched to create mode to fix it, but I ruined it. And so I decided to start over from scratch, and this is what you see today. Building an entire build like this just takes time and dedication. Yeah. My largest survival build, and it will be huge when it's finished. Vast. Like, I'm a student of history. I like looking at buildings from long ago, like ones that were huge. Like, of course, there's Versailles, there's all these beautiful buildings that were made to impress. But this is going to be a city when it's finished. And I'm going to let other players on here, and I'm going to let them build buildings here, but they have to build it according to the city specs. That's why everything here has to be finished. Just, but of course, I'm going to try and build some buildings myself, because I'm actually a pretty fast builder when it comes to building buildings. And I can build huge structures. So, I built a huge church for one of my friends on PSN. The church was, but of course that was in creative. But of course the goal will be to actually build that church in survival. Yeah. To me, it's trust that matters. So, if I can't trust anybody, I have to do it all myself. And of course, I'm not gonna have to design my own. I don't like stealing ideas from other players. So, I like building my own thing. Very soon, you're gonna actually start seeing my streams with new thumbnails. Make it a little interesting. Just the problem is I've been having trouble. Yeah, yeah, I don't trust griefers at all. To me, think of this, Douglas. A griefer is somebody who will actually come across a kid making a sandcastle on the beach, and thinking it's funny, will actually kick that sandcastle, destroying it right in front of that kid. That's what I feel like when I'm building something beautiful and somebody seeks to destroy it. Just for his own sick pleasure. Like, I hope your happiness came at someone else's. Your happiness came at someone else's expense. Just creeps. Yep. I like people, but if they tell me they... Yeah, good. Good, Douglas. Griefers usually target younger gamers because they think you're either naive or someone they can easily troll with, as in gain your trust, then as soon as your back is turned, destroy your build. Yeah. They target naivety. But of course, a smart player will just have... I usually turn off all privs. Like, that's my only defense. Look, This is my only defense against other players. I can select them, I can turn off their privs. That's about it. But I can't do host privileges. I can't switch to create mode at will if I wanted to. I can't fly. And I can't go to create mode and get materials. This is all 100% survival mode. And of course, the griefer will actually try to tell you, it's not pure survival unless you give me my privs. That's the number one thing that a griefer tries to do. They try to make you feel guilty, and then as soon as you give them their privs, that's when they turn on you. And they make sure you're out of sight so they can do mischief. And they think it's fun, and the worst kind of griefer is the griefer that'll actually stream what they're doing to your build while you're trying to figure out what's going on. That is embarrassing. Like, I don't like griefing other people's builds because I don't want it to happen to me. So it's more like, you leave me alone, I'll leave you alone. So a sort of thing. You know, live and let live. Wow. What do you think of this progress right here? Like, the water's coming out nicely. Dun dun dun. Yeah, you want to know, one person actually laughed and said this to me on my own server. He actually said, I once went into this little kid's world. He had 20 diamonds. I stole the diamonds, then I left, taking his diamonds with me. I'm like, because he's a little kid, he needs to learn. I'm like, you're only making, come on, if he worked so hard to get those 20 diamonds, I told him what he did was wrong, and he called me a dictator for even talking about what he did was wrong. So, yeah, I am against griefing in any form. Stealing materials, as long as you tell me what you're doing with the materials, then I'm okay with it. But if you're taking them without permission, I'm going to perceive it as theft. And the worst kind of Minecraft griefer is the one who actually takes credit for your build without giving you credit. Of course I will. Of course I will, Douglas. But I'm just saying that until I get to know players, I don't trust any of them. What do you think? Is that a good policy? Like, when you start a Minecraft build, try to build as much of it by yourself as possible. That way you have less headache from griefers. This is why I'm building this in an offline zone. It's mainly to prevent griefers from entering my world while I'm building here in a stream. Don't want to be embarrassed by a griefer trying to destroy it while I'm trying to work on it. A griefer actually came into my world, Douglas, once, and actually drilled through the floor over there, and I had to repair it. and then I had to repair a wall because this guy actually drilled a 20 by 20. A 2 by 5 block hole. Yeah, but if we don't know who it is. Alright, good, Douglas. Griefers are the worst kinds of players because they either, one, they're jealous of what you built, which is a good compliment if they're jealous. Number two, a griefer could not get themselves to build what you just built and decides to destroy it because he can't build it himself and wants to make your life miserable so his life feels some kind of vindication. And of course, as soon as he destroys your build, he'll laugh and say, "You should have upped your security," or something. Or basically, do you know what it does when you become a griefer? It ruins your reputation. Do you understand reputation, Douglas? Basically, if you actually start destroying somebody's build, yeah, if you start destroying somebody's build, all that player you just griefed, all he has to do is to go on social media and say that this player destroyed my build, don't trust him. And all of a sudden that player can't get on to any Minecraft builds anymore because his reputation has been soiled to the point where he can't even get on somebody else's build. What if he wanted to be friendly and actually just help build something? But no, his reputation has told people, don't trust him. He's destroyed other people's build. So reputation is everything. I have a good reputation of going onto somebody else's build and not lifting a finger unless the host says I can build it. Some of my friends, like somebody from Canada, he's a nice guy, but you wouldn't want to build for him. You wouldn't want to build for him because he can be mean. But he builds such excellent builds that I don't want to. Alright. You just want to make sure that you treat people nice, otherwise your reputation can go down the toilet. Got all this, just need to get some work done. How far am I from the water? I got all this to take care of. Hi Ryan, how you doing? Or Jelly, as I know you. Doing great? Are you having a good day? What do you think of all the work I've done so far? Like, oh, slow go, man? What's that mean? Alright, good. I'm just working hard on my build. I decided I need to get a lot of work done. I got all this to take care of, mainly because I've already gotten all this done. Like, as you can see, the pillared hall is expanding. Just I need to take out all this. Alright, welcome back, Douglas. Don't worry, I'm gonna... Wait, put down some torches so I can continue to work. I understand, but right now I'm actually trying to play the opposite of what some Minecraft players do, Ryan. I'm actually trying to build this build in such a way that it's different. Like, basically, I'm trying to build a huge build. Instead of building a small little house, it's all about building the big build. It's also about reaching the peak. So, basically, if I was, I get really bored if the build is really small, so don't worry. I don't intend to disappoint you guys with making big, small builds. So, this is going to be a huge build when it's finished. And basically, I like taking inspiration from history class. When I was a kid, my favorite subject was history. So, I'm going to try and build this off of Victorian and medieval when I have the... Because that's what it says when I... Alright, I'm just reading the name. It says Ryan the Pie. Sorry if I said it wrong, alright? It just says Ryan the Pie. Just let me read it as is. It's a lot easier and less confusing, please. Alright, good. Thank you. So I'm just working really hard on this. And by the way, thank you for being here. What is this building? Oh, what am I building here? Alright, I will tell you. What I am building is the foundations for what will be a city. As you can see here. Like, let me just show you what the pillared hall will look like when finished. The detail will be extraordinary when it's finished, but right now, these are just stage 1 pillars. Just give me a moment. I have to run as fast as I can because of how deep I am within the build. These are first stage pillars. Like, first stage pillars just take a lot of time to place. So I've decided not to finish the detailing until I have the entire pillared hall ready for detailing. Like, I detailed a bunch of it just so I could show people what I was talking about. I'm just shocked that I'm actually very far away from where I was when I started building this. Look, this is what the pillared hall will look like when finished. Like, these are the detailed pillars. Like, the detailed pillars will be awesome. I don't know how many pillars there will be, but when I'm actually done with the pillared hall, That's when I'm going to dedicate an entire stream to just me counting every single one of them. Alright. Alright, Douglas, you have a great day, buddy. Thank you very much for staying here for so long, buddy. And as you can see, look, this is a completed portion of the pillared hall. What do you think? Like, yeah. So the pillared hall is going to be a huge build. It's going to be so big that it's going to take a while to build. But of course, 95% of the time I'm working on this by myself, so it's just taking a lot of time to build. And of course, look, due to the size of this world, I'm getting a few glitches where double chests will actually become normal chests side by side. That's a bit of a glitch right there. Like, as you can see here, I've been working on it for so long. I just feel absolutely impressed that people are actually seeing this finally. Welcome back, Jelly. And I'm going to get back to work on this. But as you can see here, this is just the completed portion. Eventually, it's going to get so big that it will get so big that I'll be able to make hundreds of buildings here, and it will become a real city. So, not bad for almost 14 months of work. Early December of 2017 I started this. I'm gonna go for 3 hours, and I'm already an hour and 32 minutes in. I'm Canadian. I got work to do. And I gotta take out this entire ocean right here. That way I can expand the pillared hall. Don't worry, I am gonna make pools. Look, I'm gonna show you this. One second, I gotta figure out how to get up here. Do it. Look, everything here stays. I'm not gonna remove the water here. Only here. All of this is going to go. The reason why the water has to go, yeah, I know. I mean, the reason why the water has to go is because it's at foundation level. The pillared hall is at foundation level. And I need it to be absolutely consistent. So basically, anything that's at foundation level has to be removed. Like, it's been my plan for 14 months. And of course, I've actually learned new techniques of how to build this build very quickly. As soon as I get this entire pillared hall expanded all the way over there, and then I go another 150 blocks, it will be done. I'll be able to get to work on the foundations of the city. I mean, after I'm done with the foundations of the city and place all the dirt on top of here, actually finish the wall, which will go all the way over there, and place some grass, then I'll be able to start making artificial hills and other stuff. That way, this thing is not going to be flat when it's finished. Making the pillared hall by taking out mountains and 6 mountains is a lot easier rather than actually going underground and digging all this. Because if I had done that, that would have made the build take longer. Is that understandable? Like, it would have taken a long time to build if I had decided to just dig underground. So it's a lot easier if I just take out the entire mountains and I'm able to do my thing. Like, I have no choice. Basically, I need to make the build a challenge to build. Otherwise, I will get bored. So it's more about challenging myself while building it. What do you think? Nothing in life is worth it if there's no challenge. Or I can just cut the stream short. Yeah. This is just going to take a long time, that's all. Alright, Ryan. Alright. Is that just to help me with views? As a question? Also, I gotta tell you this, that YouTube is actually interested in watch minutes as well. Like, I found that out. Watch minutes is what YouTube is actually after. Views are secondary, because they want to compete with Netflix, so they need people to watch you a lot. That's why you need to have 1,000 subscribers plus 4,000 hours of watch time, which is a lot, and it's going to take me a long time to get there before I start, benefiting from this YouTube channel. It just just because I'm trying to remember his name, he filmed himself with a dead body in Japan. Thus, YouTube decided to punish all the smaller YouTubers instead of punishing the one who actually did that. And said, okay, we're going to punish the smaller YouTubers for a bigger YouTuber's mistake. What do you think? To me, that's a little unfair, but it's a little unfair, but it's a fact of life that YouTube decided to help a bigger YouTuber by sort of, yeah. Basically, at one point, you could actually get a partnership immediately once you hit 10,000 views on your channel. But finding out that you need to, and now they made it harder. My dad was like at 876, and once I think it was Jake Paul filmed himself with a dead body. All of a sudden, Dad was actually calling people, actually messaging them, please subscribe, help me get above 1,000 so I can make a little money off my channel. Because smaller channels were actually killed overnight. Because of one big YouTuber's mistake. Like, right now, I'm actually working on a $0 budget to make this channel a reality. And I'm going to be like that until I get above 1,000 subscribers. Which could take years. Yeah, but I'm actually doing this for fun. But who knows? The fun might translate into ad revenue at some point. Or I'm thinking of going the Patreon route. Or just have a link to PayPal or something at some point. But it's mainly just to keep the lights on. Like, alright. Awesome. But just, it's a fact of life that somebody messes up and somebody else, oh, your real channel? It's a fact of life that some people get punished just because of somebody bigger than them, right? Like that's one of the reasons why I don't like foul language to be used on my channel. That way, make sure it's as clean as possible. That way, if YouTube starts trying to ban my channel, I can actually send them a letter saying, why am I being banned? Because I've been very clean with my channel. This is all clean. And what's good, my channel is in good standing with YouTube. Like, I have almost zero copyright claims. Almost. Yeah, that is it's okay. Like, there's no problem in swearing, but it's just YouTube actually is starting to crack down on channels that swear too much. I really don't, until you're a bigger channel, you don't want to, you can get away with a lot of stuff if you're a bigger channel, but you can't when you're a small channel. And I'm just gonna stream 5 days a week and hope it grows. And so far, I've reached 179 subscribers. 179 subscribers. So it's working. Like, I went from 144 subscribers when I started doing the streams to 179. So it's working. Nice. Just, it's a hard road to get to that many. Like, to me, I'd just be thankful if I had 10,000. But to me, like, but for now, I'm just very thankful I have 179 subscribers. That's the number one thing you should do when you actually do a YouTube channel. Make sure you're thankful for what you have. And of course, there's a bit of a problem where I'll have where sometimes I'll lose a few subscribers in a day. Like I would get to 164, then the next day it would be 159, then it would go back up to 163. It gets kind of confusing after that. Like, I don't understand. Why would you subscribe and then unsubscribe? Alright, thank you. I like encouraging smaller channels like me to persevere and do all that. Like, I give them friendly advice, but the number one thing you should do when you start a YouTube channel, be very patient. It's gonna take a long time to get big on YouTube. Hello, Lifelike. How you doing? How you doing, buddy? Welcome. It's good for you to be back. Yeah, I'm just working hard on taking out the ocean. Yeah, 1 second. I gotta take all this out. Or I need to get onto... Yeah, just the problem is, the bigger this build gets, the harder it is for me to get onto there. I'm just a very hard worker. I stream 5 days a week, and also, I'm also having trouble sleeping because of how much I put time into this stuff. Like this morning, I couldn't sleep at all. I was trying to sleep because I wanted to make sure I was well rested for this channel. It just sucks when you actually are thinking about the stream, thinking about doing the stream later in the day, and all of a sudden you can't sleep at all. But I managed to get plenty of sleep for this stream, so it's all good. Alright, I gotta go check on my stone brick production. I don't have to be in the room when I'm making my stone bricks, so... Due to how big this construction site is, I had to build this logistics line. Yeah, I'm gonna have to build another one soon that does 200 blocks long. No. What did I say? I said sucks. That just means it's bad. I don't swear at all. I'm very clean in how I do my YouTube channel, Ryan. Because I can actually, Alright, Ryan. What do you think of this big machine I have here? Alright, I gotta go check on the materials downstairs. Yep. Look at this. Like, I got all this stone being produced. Okay. I'm waiting for all 70 chests to fill up before I start processing them. No. Just I don't swear when I'm on camera. I've sort of trained myself. I sort of trained myself to be very clean when doing the streams. Like, basically, when I go to church, I turn on censor mode. Basically, there's a bit of, just to be honest, this is, like, I've trained myself with a bit of self-control. Like, self-control is important. Look at this. Look how much stone is being processed through here. Like, just give it a second. There's going to be more. Here it is. It goes along this line, down into the hoppers below. And of course, it goes into the hoppers. Now I'm able to process and turn it into stone brick. Alright. I just had to check on my machine. How does it work, you mean? Look, it starts right here. The cobblestone will start going through these hoppers right here. Alright. And then it'll go, look at, as you can see here, right now, I think the machine below is full, but as soon as one less cobblestone is gone, this will actually fill up the machine automatically. And as you can see, I got all this. Right now, this thing can go on for hours. 5 hours. When I first made when me and my friend first made this machine, the frame rate went down to like 5 frames per second because this machine was taking up was very powerful. But what's good about it now is I think the game got used to it, so the frame rate doesn't go down anymore. But as soon as a chest down below runs out, it will fill up. It will automatically fill up from those chests right there. I'm gonna go straight. I'm gonna walk up to the machine so you can see. As you can see here. Oh, my name? Yeah, my name is Zachary Smith, but for my YouTube channel it's Red C, as in Red SEA, or just Red big capitalized Z. I mean C. But as you can see here, it basically where you saw those 5 chests. They go straight into these hoppers right here. They go down. They go along here. They go into these hoppers here. They go into these chests. And I'm going to go straight. Look. See? This one is low. It only has 21 cobble. It'll go into these hoppers right here. As you can see here. Then it'll go straight into these furnaces. And it'll start going into this hopper card that's going back and forth. It'll go straight into these hoppers right here. That's I don't need to know, Ryan. It's fine. Like, I respect the privacy of others. And of course, it'll go along here. And if there's an empty hopper, the stone will go right down into there, and then it will go down all the way I mean, one second, I'm gonna... Alright, Jelly. Just, it'll go down those hoppers. It'll go down those hoppers, and then it'll go into these chests right here. And as you can see here, this one's already full. This one's already full. 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 I can produce a ton of stone brick with just the amount you just saw there. And as you can see here, I have to fix this. This is a small glitch right here where it'll become two chests. In order to fix it, you just have to remove it and place it back. And look, as you can see here. Alright, I gotta fix that chest up there. Because I just realized that this glitch could really disrupt the machine. Alright. It could be memory issues. I'm 26. I'll be 27 in April. Very nice. I'll be 27 in April of 2019. April 4th is my birthday. Of course, when June rolls around, it'll be my second anniversary of this channel. Even though it says I began in 2016, but I didn't start uploading videos until June of 2017. Alright. If I want to fix this, I'm going to have to remove the stone and then take out the chest and place it back. One second, I gotta remove the shovel so I can just fill up my inventory to the brim with stone. Just building all this takes a lot of time. Basically, if I don't produce the stone brick on time, Jelly, this will... I mean, all this will grind to a halt. I mean, my production will grind to a halt because it needs the materials to survive. Like, basically, if I want to avoid having the stone going too far from me, just go against a wall and just produce the stone like this, and you'll have all the stone brick you'll ever need. It gets annoying, I know. There was one time when I actually spent 3 hours just processing stone brick. Hours later. No. It's almost done. Come on. I speak English and American. And what do... no. I wish I could speak German because that's where my ancestry comes from. Like, but I can speak a few words of Spanish, like "Hola, amigo." I mean, but just I never really learned any other languages as a kid. Oh, dos, tres. Those were numbers. Oh, cool. And of course, I know the German word for no. It's 9. Alright. Basically, what I'm doing here is placing the stone brick in these chests right here. It'll go along the hoppers. It'll go along the hoppers into my deep storage until I need it. And as you can see, I have an emergency mine just in case I run low. Because that is going to be a possibility. As I get bigger, I'm going to start running out of materials. Eventually, I'm going to run out of my sources of iron and coal. So, alright, I think it's fine as long as it doesn't disrupt production. Alright, diamond shovel needed. Having built all this in less than 14 months, so I got into the point where I started this game. I was actually poor. I did not have the resources to build everything. But now, after 14 months of work, 1 second, dismiss. After 14 months of work, I can now just work on this without worrying about running out of resources. It just takes time. I have the resources, but it will take time for me to build everything. I love how big it's gotten right here. It's a big build that will take time. Yeah, eventually I will finish this city. It's going to be awesome. Since this build is big, that tram car is needed because of how big it is. Alright, run. Get to construction. Gotta take out all these mountains right here. It will take a few weeks, but when it's done, I'll be able to expand the pillared hall and be able to finish this finally. But first, I need to figure out whether or not I should expand the pillared hall right here. Might as well, like, you know, finish what you start. Just not. And this is, I've been naming this REDSEACRAFT, and 14 months of work has gotten me to here. Alright, I'm gonna have to go get some stone brick and actually finish up all this. It's not easy taking out mountains when there's a deep gorge right here. Alright. Since I have some stone brick produced, I might as well go get some. Like, that's another reason why I've actually built that tramway. That way I can go back and forth to my hub area, which is my HQ. I don't build small builds. This is a big build. And I do have some stone bricks out over here, so I'll be able to grab them. Gotta find them first. All right, hey, Jelly. I'll be doing another stream on Red Dead Online tomorrow. Is that okay? Just so you know, 1 p.m. I'll be doing a stream again at 1 p.m. Eastern Time sharp. All right, you have a good day, buddy. Alright, now I got stone brick. Now I can start work. Of course, have any of you ever heard of a story called Mike Mulligan and the Steam Shovel? Like I like that small little animated film. Once I'm done with this, I'll be able to put the grass down, and it will hide the fact that there's a pillared hall underneath it. Basically, the pillared hall is going to be so huge that you can actually play hide and seek with your friends and never find each other, because that's the design. And then there's going to be a city on top of it. I'm going to have to build lanterns that are big enough that I can put ladders in them, so there's an easy way to get down there. Basically, the pillared hall is actually going to be where the waste of the city goes. So, or something like that. But of course, since this isn't real, so I'm just building it just for fun. The cat set the cradle at the silver store. Just working very hard on this. I believe in my build. Wow, I've done so much in so little time. Alright, just getting some work done. I'm sorry, Rex, but I've been working very hard on this by myself. Like I've gotten it perfect, but thank you for the offer though, and welcome to the stream, buddy. Just I don't like building with others. I mean, but thank you for offering. Like, I don't, just so you know, this build I've been working on for 14 months, and also every player, I mean, like, it could get to the, just to be honest, I want to avoid being griefed. Oh, hello, Celso. Yeah, I'm just working on my build, don't worry. But what do you think of the progress I've made so far? And Rex, if you like what you see here, feel free to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Like, I'm working very hard on this, and I'm trying to build as much of this in live stream as possible. What do you think? Tomorrow I have plans to do Red Dead Redemption 2 for live stream once again. That sort of worked. Yeah, thank you. You remember that there were lots of mountains here last time you were on here? Now they're gone. No mountains. I gotta take out this mansion. And I have to take out those mountains over there. And that over there. So this is gonna be weeks of work by myself. Yeah. And of course I got to put dirt on here. Basically, as soon as I'm done with the city, I'm done with the pillared hall, I'll be able to get to work on the whole. Be able to get to work on the city. Party? Sorry, even if I was in the party, I couldn't hear you because I have my headphones like this. Mainly because if I wear them on my ears for too long, it gets kind of sweaty. I don't know how these big YouTubers do it with the headphones. Their ears get sweaty, and it gets itchy. That was dishonest there. I'm being honest. Alright, thank you. Thank you for understanding. That's the one thing I like about certain people. If you're nice and understanding, I'll respect you. And also, I've gotten really used to doing streams. Like, I can actually talk to people, have polite conversations with them. So how was your Christmas? Like, something great must have happened on Christmas. I stopped doing streams on the 23rd, and said to myself, okay, no more streams till the 28th, and that was yesterday. Now I'll be doing I'm doing 5 streams a week, almost indefinitely, mainly, or until I have to go on a business trip. Yeah, awesome. What'd you get for Christmas, buddy? Oh no. Okay, I have to go get me a pickaxe because I accidentally... Just to be safe, I'm going to save the game. That way, if the game crashes, I won't lose anything. Or if there's a power outage, because that did happen when I was doing a stream a few times ago. Oh, that's great. You got a laptop. That's awesome. Like, I hope the rest of you watching had a very nice Christmas. Like, just one second. I gotta find, alright, good. I got plenty of diamonds for me to do whatever I need to do. And of course, the friends who actually doubted me and said I would never be able to build this big, who's laughing now? Like, don't worry, I'm not. I'm pretty sure you didn't doubt me, but just there were a bunch of people that would come onto my server and go like, "Oh, on a scale of 1 to 10 for." My Christmas was fantastic. One second, I'm going to show you what I got for Christmas. Like, just what... Yeah. I got this. Red Dead Redemption 2. And I also got God of War, the new God of War that came out in 2018, and a game called The Surge, and which is a Dark Souls-like game, and I like Dark Souls-like games, so I'll probably do a stream of that at some point. Awesome. Maybe you and me can play at some point. Because I am going to do a Red Dead Redemption 2 live stream tomorrow. Alright? But I do turn off voice chat when I'm doing the stream because I don't want to have background noise, have racial stuff being said in the background. There's just a lot of kids that don't know how to keep their mouth shut when it comes to talking about you know, stuff to do with KKK, all that. Like, I got really sick and tired of it, so I turned off the voice chat so I wouldn't be able to hear it. But you'll have to watch the stream while you're playing with me, so you know what I'm telling you. Because I don't want to hear that stuff. Yeah. Like, I'm supposed to be immersed in a Western, but instead I keep hearing old little brats talking about naughty stuff that they shouldn't be talking about. If I was their parent, I'd be whopping them. Yeah, so far, my channel's been doing, yeah. And Rex, I've been, or Celso, I've been working on this channel, the channel streams since November, and my channel has grown. It now has 179 subscribers. 179 subscribers. I've worked really hard to get to that number. If I keep going, maybe I could reach 1,000 by 2020. Make some extra. Hopefully, this channel will start paying for itself. I'm just gonna, yeah. Just some people doubted me and told me my channel wouldn't make it if I focused on Minecraft. I mean, no. They told me my channel would never make it if I focused too much on building this. But on building this along with playing other types of games. I've been playing. Like, I would actually build on this for live streams. Then on the weekend, I play a different game. That way, this channel does not become a Minecraft-dominated channel. So, it's mainly to ensure that there's a little diversity when it comes to games. And, so far, I am very thankful I've gotten my channel this big. And I think 2019 is going to be a big year for my channel if I keep this up. Like, I'm looking at a channel called The Professional. Like, if you played GTA 5, you'll understand. The Professional is somebody who actually got to 450 million GTA dollars without glitches or buying shark cards. He actually just did it by grinding the game. Like, he started, his channel is entirely focused on the PlayStation 4. So, to the point where he has 180,000 subscribers. In 2016, he had 500 subscribers. But now he has 180,000. I'm impressed he has that many. And he's like, I'm like this. If he can do it, I can do it. I just need to be persistent and keep uploading as many days. Yeah. I just need to be persistent, and this channel will be a success. Even my parents are impressed that I've gotten this big. Even Dad told me, your channel's growing faster than mine. His channel is now at 1,300 subscribers, but it took him 7 years to get to that many. Hopefully I can actually get to 1,300 subscribers within 2 or 3 years if I'm persistent. Yeah. Yeah. Of course, Dad made some mistakes, like not. But I realized that. I realized that the only way to grow on YouTube is just upload. It doesn't really matter how many views you get. It's the watch minutes that counts. And if YouTube sees that a lot of people are watching your content and actually spending a long time watching it, they'll start suggesting your content to other people. Like, that's why you see certain videos and you'll see YouTube recommends. They'll actually recommend a video if they think your channel is getting a following. They'll actually help you out. And right now, people have been finding my videos. And the highest number of viewers I ever had on a stream, Rex, was roughly 7 viewers at one time. Very successful. And I think I'm going to get a lot of viewers during the summer. I think the summer is gonna be when of 2019. That's when I'm gonna start. You're gonna start seeing the big growth spurts. Like, yeah. So I just need to, like, patience is a virtue. And I'm just gonna keep working. And look at this. Look at this. You see this mansion? In order for me to tear it down, I have to start from the top and start working down. That's one of the reasons why I'm actually building the pillared hall around it until around it. That way I have a safety cushion to jump down to. Yeah, but wait, you remembered that there was a time when this mansion was out in the middle of a swamp? When this was in the middle of a swamp. Now I've actually built right up to this. And the swamp is gone. I've taken care of it. Yeah. Like, some people said you were, some people actually told me you're practically wasting your time. But, of course, if I'm doing it for the YouTube channel, that's where it starts. Yeah. You're not wasting your time if you're doing it for a YouTube channel and the prospect of making it a career. What? Of course, you can actually build it for fun. That's what I'm doing most of all. I'm actually building it for fun, Rex. I'm building it for fun, but also I'm building it for the channel. That makes sense? Alright, good. Now we have an understanding. But I'm just saying that Mom and Dad were telling me, why are you wasting your time playing video games? So I'm like this. If I build it for my YouTube channel, then I can actually take as much time as I need, because this, if my YouTube channel grows, maybe I can make money playing video games for a living. Like these other YouTube channels I've been seeing. Of course, eventually, I have some movie ideas, so I need to start raising money so I can actually make my movies a reality, like independent movies. Hello, Veery. How you doing, buddy? I start my streams early, Veery, but you don't seem to watch them, even though I chose this timeline for you. But it's good for you to be here, buddy. So, my Christmas was great. I got Red Dead Redemption 2, and tomorrow I'm planning to do another Red Dead Redemption stream. As you can see here, I'm getting a lot of work done, and I understand, Veery. I understand. I understand. Life gets in the way. Like, it's fine, but it's good for you to be here for the moment. One second. I'm going to show you what right now, as I'm working on this, I have my machine back at the base actually producing the stone brick I need. Because eventually I'm going to run out of stone brick. So I need to start mass producing stuff immediately. As you can see, since the build is getting so big, look at this. I had no choice but to build a tramway. Just to get back here as fast as possible. Of course, I'm going to have to start using that tramway to actually transport materials. So how's work been for you, Veery? Alright, that's great. That's good. Alright, right now the light is on. That means production is underway. Like, basically, this is an indicator. When the light is off, that means there's no more fuel in the machine, and the machine will shut down. I gotta go check on the chest down below. As soon as alright, these 3 tiers are already full. So as soon as this tier is full, that means all these chests have to be filled up. This tier will start filling up. And of course, there's 10 tiers in all. So as soon as everything else is full, there are 70 double chests in all. So 70 times 3,460. I mean, of course, since 64 per slot of each chest, there's 54 slots in all. 64 times 54, and you'll have exactly how many. And then after you get that much, then you times it by 70, and you'll get how many stone brick I can make from it. 70 times 3,000. Like, let's just go like that. That means 30,000 per every 10, so 30,000 times 7, that means I can produce up to 500,000 stone without it filling up. I mean, awesome. Awesome, Veery. Alright, I gotta get to my bed to make it daylight again. As the build gets bigger, I'm gonna have to make more logistics routes. I mean, that way I can keep building at a constant pace without slowdown. Awesome. Like, just working very hard on this build. I love building, so it's good for you to be here, Veery. Tomorrow I'm gonna do another stream at 1 p.m. sharp because it is Sunday, and I'll take a break on Monday morning. I mean, on Monday, but which will be the last day of the year. I'll be able to enjoy New Year's Day. Unless you guys want me to be awake when I announce the new year, which, yes, just 20 more. Awesome. Thank you. I mean, thank you, Very, for telling me that, because I honestly don't know how many subs I have until the end of the stream. Like, just 820 subs to go, and I will be at 1,000. It's just a very big build that just takes a lot of time. Hello. How you doing? How's your day? Yep, so true. I just need to keep going. Oh. What I'm building here is the largest build I have ever built in survival. Like, I'm building the foundations for a future medieval Victorian city. But the problem is I need to take out all of that just so I can keep expanding the pillared hall. I'm going to show you what the pillars will look like when finished. So just wait right there. I have to run all the way because this build is huge. Like, due to the size of this build, I'm not going to detail any more pillars until I have it finished. Yeah. Yep, lava. It is big. It's bigger than when you were last on, which was about 3 months ago. Look at this is what the pillars will look like when finished. At one point, the walls the walls used to be right here. Oh. Yeah. Alright, one of the houses. Actually, I told myself I need to finish my survival, the pillared hall before I can build the city. It's not ready for the house building yet, and the buildings. It's not ready yet. I'm taking my time with it. As you can see, I have it all flat and ready to go for the city, but I'm going to actually make artificial hills. It's a lot easier than actually digging underground and making the pillared hall. So don't worry. As you can see, this is what I have finished here. This is all pure survival, no host privileges. No host privileges. This is all 14 months of work. And I'm building my castle as well. There's a castle being constructed, but of course since I'm usually one guy, I can only do so much. Yeah, just trying to get through. Yeah. This is the completed portion of the castle area. But right now I'm working on the outer walls, not the inner walls. As you can see, this is my method of building. Look at, I had to build this dirt in order to reach up there. Yeah, that's okay. But as you can see here, these are the outer walls. I'm going to put glass here. As you can see here, I put the dirt here. I put the dirt here. Yeah, of course. I put the dirt here just so I could reach and put the stairs right here. That way everything is good. Everything looks like it's being held up. I need to build more staircases, which is why I have my machine down below building stone while I'm here. And as you can see here, it's huge. Those houses over there were built by my friends, and basically I was testing them to see if they were worthy to build in the city when I'm ready, when I'm done with the pillared hall. And it looks, that's Chris C's house right there. It looks really nice. I'm gonna have to get in contact with him when I'm done with the pillared hall, which could be months from now. And as you can see here, This is just a very big project. Yeah, lava, and of course, I will give you credit if you come on here at some point and help me out, alright? But as you can see here, I have to finish all this before I can finish the rest. This is just a big build. Like, I've told people over and over, I don't like building small. Alright. Alright, Rose Sniper, thank you very much for being here. And just so you know, this is a big survival build. And if you want to have a look around, I can give you a personal tour tomorrow after I'm done with my stream tomorrow on Red Dead Redemption 2. Alright, but as you can see here, just everything here is coming into focus. If you like what you see, please leave a like, because I intend to keep working on this for the next 3 years, just to get it done. Like, trying to figure out how to build all this in survival was... Oh. Like, I've been working so hard on actually building the pillared hall and also building the outer walls of the castle that I don't have time to actually build the actual houses yet. Like, everything here is just taking a lot of time. Hi. Welcome. But as you can see, this is going to be the interior of the castle when I start building it. The interior of the castle is going to be a huge set piece. The outer walls, what you just saw earlier, are for the guards. The inner walls, this is going to be a big castle when it's built. But of course, if I go downstairs... Alright. When I go downstairs like this, you see all this. This is going to be the ballroom. It's not finished yet, as you can see. As you can see, I'm going to actually make the pillars right here in a circle. That way it's a nice, as circle as possible. Or at least as circle as it can be, you know, a square. Alright, cool. But, as you can see here, if I keep going, I'm just really happy I'm getting to the point where this channel is getting a little more recognition. Yeah, of course. Thank you. Thanks for being here. But as you can see here, this wall right here is going to go all the way to where the prison will be built. Right now, the prison is just foundation level right now because I need to figure out how to build it. And Pope Ramen, please, can you please be clean? I'm trying to keep it as clean as possible, alright? And as you can see, all this is being done the way I've been wanting to build it for a long time. Alright, good. You're just playing with the emojis. I get it. Like, of course, eventually I will make it so big that I will have to find people who are patient enough to help me and who can understand what I'm talking about when I'm planning something. I did not build the roofs for those towers. Those towers were built by my a few trusted friends that came onto the server and helped me for a little while. They did a great job, and just like, I might as well go on top of the towers. Might as well show you the top of the towers. Alright, good. Just due to the size of this, I can only afford the light partial part of it for right now. But as you can see right here, I have lit a lot of the area so I can actually see my build from up here. I am not jumping down, except here. And it feels absolutely satisfying to see these signs I placed down 7 months ago. Please subscribe to my YouTube, Red Sea Gaming. Server founded December 2017. Survival build project. Welcome to the compound. Host. Now I just need to get back to work on my build. And just until I get this all done, right now I have dirt up there, that way that's for scaffolding, so I can actually build everything in large scale. And thank you very much, people, for coming to the stream. Like, this is just one of my big builds I've been working on for months. I don't know where to find bamboo. That's just my honest opinion there. I haven't found the scaffolding block yet, but I use dirt because that's the closest material available. Don't worry, I will figure out bamboo, even though it's brand new. But remember, this is 100% survival, so I have to live by what I can find. Cool. Thank you. Alright. Nice talking to me, Pope. Rose Sniper. I'll talk to you later, buddy. It's good to talk to you again. It's been a while. Wait, read this. What? I hope it's nothing. Alright. Like, I got a bunch of it done, but I need to finish the pillared hall before I can expand. This is the same server I've been working on for 14 months. I don't know what you're saying, but that's funny. Alright. No, that will be embarrassing. Yeah, it's just, it's not really, yes, I've been dreaming of this build, for 14 months. I'm sorry, Pope. You have to understand, I'm trying to keep it PG rated. Alright? I'm not sure if it's a bad one to say. Goodbye, buddy. But just so you know, we're still friends, right? I'll see you later. Yep, that is so true, Lava. Really depends on whether or not Special wants to still play with me, or is he off? Yeah, of course, Lava. I'll give you a tour. Alright, he is off. I hope he understands that I have a YouTube channel to support, right? And also, I'm trying to make something really original, where instead of taking inspiration from Lord of the Rings, like some people do, like I'm trying to make my own form of medieval. Of course, I'm going to be making some buildings that look similar, but the idea is to build a huge city in survival, with all materials obtained from the surrounding landscape. Yes, I do. I do, Viri, I do. Some of my but I prefer reading manga over anime sometimes. Mainly cool, Lava. Keep it up. Yeah, I like reading manga mainly because mainly because you get to read the whole story instead of only getting the first 20 chapters. Like, that's my main problem with watching anime is sometimes they won't complete the story. Like, there's Fruits Basket where it only shows the first the episodes are only the first 20 chapters of the manga. I read the whole thing and it was awesome. I was laughing. There was lots of cool humor in Fruits Basket. Yeah, I like Dragon Ball as well. I've never read the manga, but I own the first season of Dragon Ball Z. I gotta get Dragon Ball as well. The original series as well. Hey, Lava, what do you think? I can actually build in third person. Like, I've actually trained myself to build in third person for the cameras. Yeah, I've never actually watched any Naruto, but I've heard their games are good. Like, my favorite anime is usually the stories of about the underdog. You know, that person who is troubled by everybody, but everybody just everybody hates that person for no reason that person didn't cause. Like, I've been reading webtoons, basically Korean manga, and there's this story called Orange Marmalade, and it's about a teenage girl who doesn't know how to make who has no friends. She's a very lonely girl, and she alright. I mean, she's a very lonely girl, mainly because she has one little itty bitty problem. She's a vampire. And of course, she goes to high school. Like, basically, she's living off substitutes to survive, but she can. And of course, she drinks pig's blood, so she doesn't have to. And also, she can walk around during the day because, for some reason, drinking substitutes instead of regular human blood makes her able to go out during the day. And of course, she goes to high school. I mean, she has to transfer a lot because as soon as they find out she's a vampire, and that her family has to go to another city and set up another, to the point where every time she gets banished, even though she just wants to live a normal school life. Like, I actually read the whole story. It's actually pretty good. And also, there were days when I actually had to wait weeks for it to get an updated chapter. What's good about Korean manga is that it's actually written the way Americans do, from right to left, instead of left to right with Japanese manga. Of course, there's Bleach, which is a good manga as well. And also, Viri, a question for you. Do you think the Japanese and the Koreans drag their feet when it comes to releasing their manga outside of their native countries? Oh, very cool. Like, I'm just saying, like, do they drag their feet when they actually release a manga outside of their native land? Yeah, like, there's some manga that I really want to actually buy and own. Mainly, there's Orange Marmalade, which is finally released in book form, but it's only available in Korea, South Korea. So I'm like, come on, when is it gonna get an English translation and I'm gonna be able to read it in book form in the United States without having to use the internet in order to watch it? Like, there's lots of great stories I would love to read for myself, but nowadays you have to wait patiently for Japan or Korea to release those stories. Of course, anime is... do you know what anime is? It's a glorified commercial. Anime is a glorified commercial so people buy the mangas. I actually found that out by watching a video. Like, they don't care how much money they put into an anime to make it. As long as it contributes to book sales, that's what matters. Alright, cool. Lavanator is one of my friends. He's been helping me on my server for a few months, but he hasn't been on in like 5 months, mainly because I had a lot of work to do with the YouTube channel. Alright, 181, that means 19 more subs to go till I get 200. I wonder what I'm gonna do to celebrate 200 when I do the stream on 200 sub special. Alright, good. I'm gonna have to get a part. I'm gonna have to make a party. No, make a party for the stream, not party in PSN chat. I do play survival, but just the problem is, due to this build being so big, I only have enough time for one survival game at a time. Alright, Viri? I'm thinking of actually trying to play some games that are not as popular. Like, for example, I want to actually do Friday the 13th, that online game where you have to avoid Jason again for the stream. But of course, I'm gonna have to make sure I have plenty of people supporting me when I do those, because that game is not as popular as some people would think, to the point where I'm lucky to get 1 or 2 viewers on doing streams of less popular games. Alright. I can't really afford that game. I've been shown that by a friend, but I'm just not very interested in it. It looks too realistic for me. If you like Ark Survival Evolved, I respect you. But probably I will have to buy it at some point. I gotta fill in all of this. Awesome. I usually like, just so you know, I usually like buying games that are that have a huge focus on single player first and multiplayer second. I'm thinking of sometime in January getting back to playing Bloodborne or something for my stream. But first, I need to finish Red Dead Redemption 2's single player campaign. Then I'm going to focus on playing other games. Yeah, this mansion will be torn down. It's just I'm building around it so I have a safety cushion just in case I fall. You just need to build like you normally would around it. Awesome. I've gotten really, I've finally gotten used to Minecraft. Because when I first got this game, Viri, to be honest, I'm going to have to check and see if there's anything inside it before I tear it down, alright? Thank you, Lava, for telling me that. Alright, good. You want to know why I'm going to tear it down instead of burning it down? Is all this wood... Oh. Because all this wood can be used to build houses. Alright, I knew that, but don't worry. But as you can see, I need to get a lot of work done. Yeah, I gotta get some more stone brick. I had this stone brick placed here in advance. Like, it doesn't really matter how old Minecraft is, but if I can use it just to make my build a reality, that's what really matters. So Viri, what games are you looking forward to purchase in 2019? There's lots of new games coming. Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream in like 23 minutes, so that way I have a good 3 hours 30 minutes. Because I have to go and eat too. I haven't eaten at all today. Yeah, there's Resident Evil 2 remake coming. Yeah, the only thing I'm upset about with that remake is that they took out the fixed camera angles and the tank controls. I don't care what people say. I actually like the old-fashioned way Resident Evil games play because it gives the game a sort of unique, makes the game sort of unique. Like, alright, it's okay. I understand. Autocorrect sucks. Like, yeah. Yeah, I understand. Like, the only games I'm interested in 2019 is Shokio, which is the new From Software game directed by my champion, the best game director I know, Hidetaka Miyazaki. That's his next directed game, and of course, since he's guaranteed to make a great game on release, I'm going to buy his game day one. Mainly because I'm a big fan of his work. Because Miyazaki loves making complete games. Like, I played his other directed titles, Bloodborne, Dark Souls, Demon Souls. Even Dark Souls 3 was awesome, thanks to his contributions. And I really hope that they actually start making more Armored Core games. I've never actually played the Armored Core series. I would like it if they made another one of those so I can actually try one for the PS4. Yeah, but I don't know if it's going to be a hard game or an easy game, but I'm avoiding looking at news for it because I don't want, spoilers, and I don't want to have hype just in case I'm disappointed. Like, I want to enter the game without any hype, so I can just judge it based on what it is rather than what was promised. That makes sense, Veery? This game is coming out for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and the PC. So this thing is coming out on all platforms. Except, I don't know if it's coming out for Nintendo Switch. But that's the only thing I know of. So it's Miyazaki. He does a great job with his games. And I heard that it's not going to be like Dark Souls. This is a different game. Different type of game. So that means it's going to... I heard it doesn't have any levels. You don't level up in the game. So I don't know how it's going to work. Yeah, I don't know how the game's going to work. But what matters is that it's direct... it's a good game if you know the director who directed your favorite games. Like Dark Souls was directed by Hidetaka Miyazaki, so there's a huge chance that it's going to be a good game. But of course, the publisher is Activision, which I'm hoping Activision doesn't ruin the game all for the sake of microtransactions and profit. Like, that's why I think I'll wait 2 days after it comes out, because I want to hear the reviews before I even buy it. I want to make sure it doesn't have microtransactions. Because Activision's renowned for doing that. But in my opinion, maybe From Software is only going to have their games published by Activision, as in, distributed. Hello. Have their games distributed by another developer. Distributed by the publisher rather than funding, because From Software just needs to, and probably decided they wanted to be published by an American company instead. So hopefully, Hidetaka Miyazaki actually has some power. Thank you very much, Rex. Thank you. I just need to keep going. Right now, I've also heard of a new RPG coming out that's being made by the original guys who made the original Fallout games, The Outer Worlds. What do you guys think of that? Like, the commercial looked interesting, but I'm still knocking on wood when it comes to that one. Yeah, Starfield, we still haven't seen any footage of that game yet, and I don't trust Bethesda with the way Fallout 76 came out in, the state of that. Alright, Veery, you have a good day. Alright. Or a good night, depending on where you live. There's Outer Worlds, and then there's other games. Like, I'm ignoring EA for 2019, like I did with them this year. Anthem is coming out in March, but I'm never buying it. Alright, thank you. You get some sleep, Veery. The reason why I'm saying that is because he's 6 hours ahead from us. Like, I have my own game opinions. And, I also ignored Ubisoft. I haven't bought an Ubisoft game since the South Park game that came out last year, because I wanted to try it out. And that will not be seen on my channel, by the way. It's too much. Of course, I'm going to give Obsidian's new RPG, Outer Worlds, a try when that comes out. Because people like Fallout New Vegas, I might as well try that out. Oh, alright. Alright, Beery. I was just thinking, 10 p.m. I would take the opportunity to get some sleep. And I'm just saving the game, just in case. Because I suffered a power outage in Arkansas, I've been very, very worried about losing progress, so I turned off autosave. Because what if the save corrupted? Give her time, I'll be able to grow the channel some more. What do you guys think? I'm actually pretty good at making stuff in third person, or laying stuff down. At least I have an easier way of getting onto here, so I can get inside the mansion when I start tearing it down. This entire thing is coming down. And of course, lots of axes are needed. Probably take it down, but I want to make sure I get it, take it down during the live stream, so people will know I did not do any mods or glitches. This is all 100% survival. Alright, here we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. And I gotta make sure it adds up because these are where the pillars will be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, it's one block further. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, good. I got the pillars all lined up. Alright, very good. Now we got that. Now I gotta figure out how to get back up. Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna end it right here. If you guys wanna talk to me, join my video game community, video game fellowship. That's my community I have on PlayStation Network. If you don't have a PlayStation a PlayStation 4 to connect to, just connect it to download the PSN app to your phone, and you'll be able to join my community. And of course, you can actually talk with me. I'll be able to talk with you there. So eventually, I will get Discord and Instagram accounts going for this YouTube channel. So you guys have a good day. God bless. I hope you guys have a happy new year. That's going to be in the next 2 days. See ya.